All right, so we're out here, probably the last nice fall day. I already took the sweatshirt off. I think it was 52 or 53. I'm gonna say it's probably gonna get to about 60 today, and that's pretty good for what is today, October 30th. It sounds like the neighbor over there is already at it. He's getting to it. So two things, or it's kind of twofold today. We got some trails in the back that I need to clear. So we got two logs or two trees that we got to pull out before I can get in there, and then I want to take the brush hog and get those two trails cleaned up. I haven't been able to do that because there's two trees that went down, so we're gonna get that done. And the other thing is I just need a little a woods therapy out here today. So spend some time in the woods and just kind of get back to it here. So, and then I'm also going to load up the brush hog, and that's going to go down by my dad. We're going to put that in his building just so that it's out of the snow and the elements for the winter months here. So let's hop to it. All right, so here's the first trail that comes through here, and this is almost to the back of the woods here. You can see it's pretty clear for the most part, and then we get into some of these branches here. So it's actually, majority of it's that way. It's not in the path here, but I'd like to pull the whole thing out, so we'll have to figure out how we're gonna saw that up and get that out of there. So I got it all cleaned up. We're going to see if we can pull that log out there. I got it chained up. We'll lift the 3-point arms and hopefully it'll swing past, and we'll go from there. Okay, so this isn't the next one, but I saw this one as I was pulling that other one out. So this one looks like a pretty decent sized oak, and it's actually being held up on this end by the branches. So that one doesn't look good for lumber. Looks good for firewood though. So I don't know if we'll get to that today. Maybe. We'll see how ambitious I stay here. But the main plan is to get the trail cleared. So if we can get to this, we will. If not, that might be a winter project here. We'll see. So let's keep going here. All right, so this is the trail we cleared. So I actually left the tractor behind. I'm going to do a little scouting here to see if I should come in loader first, or if I should come in with the back of the tractor, depending on which way that log is laying. So let's walk back to the other location. Not sure if this shows up or not, but there's a lot of these little sticks, brush that's growing up here, and that's because I haven't been on any of these trails back here because of the two trees that were down. So we'll be able to get the brush hog in here, and we probably should get the stick saw too and clean some of this up. So we'll see. All right, so somehow I ended up on the back side of this. I thought I was going to come up the trail this way. I guess I got lost. This one doesn't look like it's worth anything. I was thinking that this was a good log to pull out, but I kicked it here. That doesn't look so good. Probably the top end, the drier branches, probably good for smaller firewood, camp firewood, that type of thing. That all looks dry, but this doesn't look like it's worth much of nothing. So I think I'll come up with the tractor that way with the forks, and we'll try to just move this out of the way. Maybe just throw it on this random pile here of stuff that came down with this tree, just to get it out of the trail for now, and we'll go from there. So that actually made pretty short work of that. It doesn't look too bad. Looks like it's pretty solid inside, but I'm not sure how long that's been laying, at least a year. So we got this back opened again, so that's good. And we just got this stuff here, which is out of the way, but like I said, I'm gonna cut this up just into smaller sections and just load up the front of the forks and whatever I can get on the forks. That's gonna be good for now, and then we'll switch to the brush hog and try to get some brush hogging done. So this must have been part of it too, this piece here. And then I'm thinking that hole is probably where the tree fell down. It looks like there's another tree there that snapped off. Maybe that's part of what's laying over here as well. So it was pretty heavy. It was a lot to lift, but all right. Alright, so that's better. The one spot I can't get is this hump of this oak tree here. That's where I had the tripod set up both ways. Ooh, it's kind of hard to see. There you go. So there's a hump here, and this oak here has just been leaning like this since we bought this property. And I'm not going to take it down until it goes. Eventually the thing should go. And the hump here gives us a nice indication of where you are in the woods. A distinctive feature. So anyway, what I did over here, that pine, and maybe you caught some of that, I used the forks to kind of push it down and pull it out because it's just overgrown in here. And then over on this side, I didn't take this down. I don't know if that was the neighbor or the previous owner took this down that was laying, so took that and kind of pushed that back a little bit as well. And then just like you probably saw, I just came in here and ground this all up. This was pretty bad back here. This was all overgrown with this brushy, really prickly stuff. I don't know if that's blackberry bushes that have the prickles. Those things are sharp, let me tell you. Even with gloves on, it's sharp. So, and then this path here I came up on. So when I had the camera facing that direction, I came, and there's a path there that's not too bad. And then I came up this way. This is where that first one was down. And you can see there's some stuff here I'll catch. But then going this way, looks like we got just a little stick here and maybe another stick further down. But I haven't brush hogged this as well. I've been able to drive through here with the four-wheeler because this is no big deal, but it's getting kind of brushy, so we'll go through and finish this one up, and then that should be it. Like, all the trails should be touched at least once with the brush hog this year, which is pretty good. So let's keep all right. So good news, bad news. We got this trail opened up pretty decent here, and what I ended up doing was pushing over some smaller pines to kind of open this up a little bit. And there was a larger pine that was down, but this has got to be the widest this trail has ever been. Usually it was just as wide as the four-wheeler, so there was some smaller stuff in here. I took that, pushed that off to the side. That one there I took down. Some older stuff that was laying here, I kind of pushed that off to the side. Some stuff over here, somewhere in here I was pushing pretty hard, I was spinning. And then some stuff over here as well. So I got this nice and opened up now, nice and wide. So this is like basically two and a half passes with the brush hog, which is nice. Then, as you can see, as I got down here, we got some new stuff that's down. So, and I already put the chainsaw away because this, I don't believe, was here the last time I was here. This looks like it's relatively new. So I took some of it and kind of pushed it. And then I was trying to push this oak out of the way and trying to push with the brush hog on. It's just, there's too much length. So you can see on the other side of the trail, it looks pretty good. Or on the other side of this tree. Trail back there is not bad at all. I think I know I've driven through there at the least with the four-wheeler up to this point if it was blocked off. But you get like something like this where this oak here snaps off, and then you got dead pines that are standing. Well, those snap off and fall, and then they take smaller pines and they dump them over, and it's just like a pyramid, or well, what do you call, dominoes, I guess, where it just all falls down here. So this oak is obviously pretty wet yet. All the bark is still on it, and I don't know, I mean, I could make firewood out of it, I guess, but I really don't need any more. And then we got, I think this is a pine here. This one here looks like it's dead. There's nothing at the top. That one there is dead. I didn't even attempt to push that over. Like, I'll just leave that. So, but looking back this way, you got it nice and open here. And like I was saying, there is some decent incline in the back of the woods here. It just heads up to that one area. And then I did run the brush hog this way just a little bit, but this was pretty clear already. So I'm gonna break for lunch here, and then we'll get that brush hog loaded up on the trailer, and then I think we're gonna call it a day. All right, so we're gonna try to get this brush hog on the trailer here. I cranked up the third link, so I got some more height in the back of the brush hog to hopefully clear the trailer, because otherwise those back tires won't be on the ramp. I think the brush hog will bottom out on the trailer first. So we'll see if this works. If not, I'll have to use the loader and load it on, but I thought I'd give this a try. so it's on there. I don't know, we're gonna have a heck of a time getting that off. I don't know, for some reason I was envisioning it wasn't quite as long, so I'll have to get a strap on this, and like I said, I'm wrapping it up for the day. Actually, I didn't take lunch until it's 10 to 2. So other than that, pretty much got everything done that I thought I was going to get done, so that's good. Still has some trails and stuff to clean up. I can work on that next time. I just can't brush hog it because, like I said, that's going to go back down. And then focus on getting some of these larger trees out of here. So that'll be coming soon. So, all right, well, that's going to be it for now.